Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak to you about the most powerful decision you will ever make. It's the decision that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. It's the decision that transforms the unknown into the place of greatness. It's time to leave your comfort zone. Purpose is the foundation upon which transformation is built. Without purpose, life becomes a series of random events, and growth remains stagnant. Purpose is what guides you when the road is unclear, what fuels you when the journey gets difficult, and what keeps you moving forward when others may turn back. It is the deep internal drive that pulls you towards the life you were meant to live, the potential you were created to fulfill. When you find your purpose, something incredible happens. You stop living for the moment and start living for the future. The challenges, the sacrifices, and the hardships that once seemed insurmountable suddenly become stepping stones necessary for your journey. Purpose does not allow you to remain in a place of complacency. It pushes you often out of your comfort zone toward things that are bigger than yourself. When you are aligned with your purpose, you begin to understand that true fulfillment comes not from avoiding discomfort, but from embracing the lessons it brings. Purpose is what makes the uncomfortable bearable and the impossible possible. It gives you the strength to persevere when the world tells you to quit. With purpose, you are not deterred by failure because you know that every setback is a setup for something greater. Purpose redefines your perspective and helps you understand that growth happens only when you are committed to something beyond yourself. In the absence of purpose, you may wander, drifting from one moment to the next, never truly understanding why you do what you do. But when you find your purpose, you align your actions with your vision, and your life becomes a series of deliberate steps toward the destiny you were always meant to reach. Purpose gives your life direction, power, and the ability to transform everything around you. Growth is not a passive experience. It is not something that happens by merely existing or staying in the same place for an extended period. True growth requires change, and change is often uncomfortable. It demands that you step away from the familiar and venture into uncharted territory. If you want to grow, you must be willing to evolve, to shed the skin of your old self and embrace the new possibilities that come with change. Change challenges you to rethink your limits. It forces you to question old patterns, outdated beliefs, and comfort-driven habits. Growth is inherently linked to discomfort, because it is only when we are stretched beyond our boundaries that we realize our potential. Without change, there is no movement forward, no progress. You remain where you are, stuck in a cycle of repetition, unable to reach higher levels of success or fulfillment. Change also opens your eyes to new opportunities. The very process of transformation broadens your perspective, enabling you to see things you could never have imagined before. When you are willing to change, you become open to new ideas, new experiences, and new ways of doing things. You become adaptable, ready to take on challenges and find solutions where others may see obstacles. This adaptability is one of the most powerful traits a person can possess in a world that is constantly evolving. While change can be daunting, it is essential to growth. Without it, you will never experience the full extent of your potential. When you embrace change, you embrace the opportunity to become more than you ever thought possible, to move from where you are to where you are destined to be. Fear is often seen as a barrier, something to avoid or overcome. However, fear is not the enemy. It is a signal, a sign that you are on the edge of something greater, something transformative. Every time you step into unfamiliar territory, fear will be present, but this fear is not a reason to stop. It is a sign that you are moving toward growth, toward greatness, toward something beyond your current understanding of what is possible. When you feel fear, it's often because you are about to face something that challenges you, something that pushes you past the limits you've set for yourself. This is where growth happens. You cannot expand without stepping into the unknown, and the unknown is always accompanied by fear. Fear reminds you that you are stepping out of your comfort zone, which is exactly where you need to be if you are to realize your true potential. Fear brings clarity. It helps you identify the areas in your life where you need to grow and change. It points you toward opportunities that you may otherwise have missed. Rather than retreating from fear, ask yourself, what is this fear trying to teach me? What is it telling me about my limits, my desires, and my strengths? The very things you are afraid of often hold the keys to your greatest accomplishments. Instead of running from fear, lean into it. Let it guide you to the next level. Each time you push through fear, you expand your boundaries and your capacity for success grows. The more you face fear head on, the more you understand that it is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced. It is the catalyst for your personal evolution, showing you that the life you desire is not just on the other side of comfort, but on the other side of fear. There is no greater sorrow than the regret of never having tried, of always wondering what might have been if you had taken a different path. People do not regret what they have failed at, they regret what they never attempted. The greatest source of regret is not in the things you didn't succeed at, but in the things you never dared to pursue. Imagine for a moment standing at the end of your life and reflecting on all the dreams you never chased, all the opportunities you never seized. The weight of what if can be a constant companion, haunting you with questions that cannot be answered because you were too afraid to act. What if I had taken that risk? What if I had stepped outside my comfort zone? What if I had tried something new? These are the questions that will linger in your mind, unanswered and painful, as you look back at all the moments you let slip away due to fear, doubt, or hesitation. Regret is a silent killer of potential, but it is also a motivator. It motivates you to act now, to step into the unknown, to take the chances that will one day allow you to look back and know you gave everything you had. It motivates you to live fully, to avoid the life of what if that traps so many people in a cycle of unfulfilled dreams. The truth is, you cannot afford to let fear hold you back from your destiny. You were born with a unique set of gifts, talents, and potential that the world desperately needs. But you will only fulfill your purpose if you take action now, if you make the decision today that you will no longer allow what if to be the story of your life. You must step forward with courage, knowing that you may fail, but knowing that failure is part of the journey to greatness. What if you succeed? What if the life you've always dreamed of is on the other side of that first step? Today, I challenge you to make a decision to leave your comfort zone and step into the life you're meant to live. Understand that purpose drives transformation, growth requires change, fear signals opportunity, and regret comes from not trying. The greatest fulfillment comes not from playing it safe, but from embracing the unknown and taking bold action. Do not let your potential go unfulfilled or your dreams remain unchased. The world needs what you have to offer, but it can only be unleashed when you dare to step beyond fear and discomfort. Your future begins now. Take that first step.